By the name of Allah, dear student, I hope that you are fine and healthy and have a good life with your family. The first lesson of our English as a professional English 2 is started from Module 5, Faces of the Internet, page 78 of your book. This is Rajasthan University Computer Science Faculty, subject English Professional Language, and your instructor or lecturer is Ali Muhammad Hikmat, Master of Art in English. Faces of the Internet consist of 4 units: the Internet and email, page 79, the web, unit 17 is the web, page 84, and unit 18, chat and conferencing, page 89, and unit 19, internet security, page 94. Unit 16, the internet and the email. This unit began with Part 1, Internet Basics. Part A of this Internet Basic is discuss how you would define the Internet. Can you guess what is Internet is or what Internet is? And Part B, make a list of all the things you can use the Internet for. Please have a piece of paper and a pen and write what you can do with the Internet. And here is the answer for these two questions. The Internet or net is a global network of computer networks which allow organizations and individuals to share all sorts of information in computer resources. This is the definition of Internet. And what you can do with the Internet, you can send and receive email, explore the web, transfer files, have live conversation, take part in online forum, use remote computer. You can use the web to find and download game, music, or video. But product online, search for information, etc. Here is a listening activity. Listen to the conversation between customer buying a PC and sales assistant. Why do you think the sales assistant has to explain so much about the Internet? Once you should listen to this audio clip, click on the sign of the loudspeaker and you can play from here and listen very carefully. Then look at page 79 on your book and click on loudspeaker again, loudspeaker sign to play the audio here. Listen to the audio record carefully and fill in the blanks. This is the activity of listening. Okay, and here you can listen or you can hear these words from the listening and you can put here in these blanks. Internet Facts Part 1. This part designed like question and answer. and I would like to read these parts. If you have any difficulties with difficult words, you can search a dictionary and find the difficult words in Persian, or both in Persian, and you can find the definition of the word in English as well. Look at your dictionary, please. Okay, how old is internet? It means the net. When was it created? The answer for this question is, it's hard to say exactly. The research that lead to what we now know as the internet was began in the 1960s. Who created the internet? Again, this is a question. Again, it's hard to say exactly who created. The initial research was carried out by the Advanced Research Project Agency in America, founded by the US government. Did the internet become popular quickly? It took many years for the internet to become popular around the world. It's only really since the mid-90s that the internet has been a part of our daily life. It means that in mid-90s it became part of our life. How do you get online? To get connected, you need a computer, the right connection software, and the modem connected to the phone line. You also need an account with an internet service provider, ISP, which acts as a gateway between your PC and the rest of the net. How fast are today's internet connection? Today, ISPs offer a broadband high-speed connection. The most common type are cable, offered by local cable TV companies, and ADSL, asymmetric digital subscribe line, which work through phone lines. They are both faster than the traditional dial-up telephone connection. Broadband access to all is also offered by some electricity network. This competing technology, known as power line internet, provide low-cost access via the power plug, but it is still development. How long has broadband existed? Since the late 1990s. How much does broadband access cost? It depends on which company you choose. Nowadays, some companies even offer free broadbands. How do you need a modem? A modem it means modulator, demodulator is also called modem. Convert digital signals into analog signals so that data can be transmitted across the phone or cable network. What does TCP/IP mean? The language used to data transfer on the internet is known as TCP/IP. It means Transmission Control Protocol, Internet Protocol. This is like the internet operating system. Every computer connected to the net is identified by a unique IP address. Are there other ways of accessing the internet? Other methods of internet access including Wi-Fi, satellite, mobile phone, and TV satellite equipped with modem. Wi-Fi enabled laptop of PDAs allow you to connect to the net if you are near a wireless access point. In location called hotspots, for example, a Wi-Fi cafe, park, or campus, satellite services are used in places where terrestrial access is not available, for example on ships and at sea. High-end mobile phones provide access through the phone network. And here is the practice about the facts, internet facts. Okay, you do it by yourself, and I put an answer key over there. Oh, internet facts part 2. I also wanted to read this for you, and if you have any difficulties with some of the word with pronunciation, or some parts of the words that you don't know, please listen to the pronunciation very carefully. And if you don't know the meaning of the some of the words, please underline the words and notice it in your notebook and go to the dictionary and find the meaning of the book. Email. Email lets you exchange message with people all over the world. Optional. Attached files can include text, pictures, and even audio and animation. A mailing list uses email to communicate messages to all its subscribers. That is, everyone that belongs to the list. Which email program is the best? Outlook Express is a popular program, but many users use web-based email accounts such as Hotmail. And right now we have Gmail, we have Yahoo, and some other mails as well. The web consists of billions of documents living on web server that use the HTTP protocol. You navigate through the web using a program called a web browser. Navigate means to search, which let you search, view, and print web pages. How often are web pages updated? It depends entirely on the page. Some are updated thousands of times a day. Chat and instant messaging, IM. Chat and instant messaging technology allow you to have real-time conversation online by typing messages at the keyboard. Okay, FTP. What is FTP? FTP, or File Transfer Protocol, is used to transfer file over a TCP/IP network. Nowadays, this feature is built into web browser. You can download program, game, and music file from a remote computer to your hard drive. Telnet. What is Telnet? Telnet is a protocol and program used to log onto remote computer system. It enables you to enter commands that will be executed as if you were entering them directly on the remote server. Okay. Newsgroup. What is newsgroup? Newsgroup are the public discussion area which make up a system called Usenet. The content are contributed by people who post articles or respond to articles, creating chains of related posting called message threads. You need a news reader to subscribe to news group and read and post messages. The news reader may be a standalone program or part of the web browser. How many news groups are there? There are approximately 30,000 active news groups. Where can you find news group? Your news readers may allow you to download the news group addresses, and your ICP has included on its news server. An alternative to using a newspaper is to visit web forums instead, which perform the same function but without the additional software. Okay, here we have another exercise. Discuss which of the internet system 1 up to 6 you would see to do the task. Then read part 2 and of the FAQs or facts on page 81 and check your answer. You can see the book, and I put an answer key at the corner if you can find it. Find words and phrases in part 2 with the following meaning. Here, for example, a system used to distribute email to many different subscribe at once line email paragraph. What is that? Mailing list. A program used for displaying web page in the web paragraph. What is that? Web browser. To connect to a computer by typing your username and password in Telnet program. What is that? Log into. A series of interrelated message on a given topic in news group paragraph is message thread. A program for reading Usenet news group in news group paragraph, that is newsreader. Okay, here we have a grammar point, language word question. You can check it in your book as well. Help box, questions. As you know, we have two type of questions in English. The first one is short answer question, which is yes no question, and WH question, which is interrogative question. Interrogative question or WH question, which needs more information. In questions, we normally placed auxiliary verb before the subject. Very clear. For example, are there, see here, are there any other ways of accessing the internet? Are is an auxiliary. We put auxiliary at the beginning of the sentence, and then we put a question mark at the end. That is called question sentence. Okay, if there is no other auxiliary, we use do and does. It means in present simple, or did in past simple. For example, did the internet become popular quickly? Here did is the auxiliary, and this sentence is the past. It is in simple past, and at the end we put question mark, which means that this is a question sentence. There are many question words in English which we use to find out more information than just yes no. For example, people. Who created the internet? It talks about people. Who? Ask about people. Things. What and which are used to ask about things. What does TCP/IP mean? It means it is a thing. And what is the meaning of this TCP/IP? Which email program is the best? Which also ask about things. And here in this slide we can see that place where ask about the place. Can you find news group? It talks about the place. And when, how often, how long, talk about time. and ask about time. If you need any information about time, you can use when, how often, and how long. When, for example, when was it created? How often are web pages updated? How long has broadband existed? Reason. When we are searching for reason of something, we use why, and we use this word why to ask about reason. Why do you need a modem? And if we ask about quantity, we use these questions, how much and how many, which is WH phrase. Okay, how much does broadband access cost? This is an example. And how many news group are there? How much is used for to ask about non-countable nouns, and how many is used to ask about countable nouns. Okay, see, news groups, broadband is uncountable noun and news group is countable noun. Okay, manners. When we ask about behavior and manners, we use how, or when we talk about quality of something, we use how. How do you get online? The way that you get online is called manner. Others, how fast, it's the measurement of something. How fast are today's internet connections? How old, ask about the age. How old is the internet? Okay, let's go to the next slide here. Look at the help box and then make a question about Sue Clark for each of her answer. Please do it with yourself as a homework, and I will check if you do and put it on the homework section. Okay, then we have in this slide we also have another exercise. Make question using the prompt, then practice asking and answer the question. For example, here we have an example: when first use internet. When did you first use the internet? What type of internet connection? Here we need what type of internet connection do you have at home? The rest you should do it as a homework. Okay, and here we will talk about writing. Email features. Features, it means elements of an email or features of an email. What is an email? An email is an electronic mail, or we can say an electronic letter. When you set up an account with an internet service provider, you are giving an email address and a password. The email you receive is stored on the email service of your ISP in a simulate mailbox until you next connect it and download it to your hard drive. There are two ways to get email over the internet. One is by using a mail program known as an email client installed on your computer, for example Edora or Outlook Express, these two programs. The other way is to use web-based email accessible from any web browser. Hotmail and Gmail are good examples. You can make the message more more expressive by including a emoticon, also called similes. For example, for wink, for happy, for surprise, D for loving, etc. You may, these are the signs. See, these are the signs, the sign and symbol of this. For surprise, this is for happy, this is for a wink, etc. You may also like to add a signature file, a pre-writing text file, appended to the end of the message. The name gave to unsolicited email message is spam. Spam is the file where some of the unnecessary mails are going there. Here is the feature of your email, the anatomy of an email. Two, at first the header. See, these are the header. Two from CC and BCC are the header. 2. Name and address of the recipient. The person who receive your email is written here in the 2, or your address. The person you sent your the email, you can write the email address of that person to to there. Okay. From, name and address of the sender. Here, if you wanted to send a person an email, you can write your email here. Okay. CC, carbon copy sent to another person. This is a kind of copy that you want to send it to another person, and that person also may see your email and the rest of the email address that this letter is sent. Blind BCC is blind carbon copy, which means that when you send a letter to someone, if you put another person in blind carbon copy, the receiver of the email can't see your email. Yes, the receiver of the email can see the address of the another person. That is blind carbon copy. Blind, it means someone who can't see. Okay. Subject, topic of the message. That is the message. That is very easy. You can understand it. Attachment, file added to the message. Okay, and here is the dot at sign, which means at the username or person name or nickname. Here the domain name or network address, that is the email server where the account is located. The final part, that information about it. For example, com equal to company, UK it means United Kingdom, FR it means France, if AF it means Afghanistan. These are the final part adds information. Okay, this is the greeting, or we can write salutation, and here this sentence is called introduction of your email. The rest is supporting detail of your email and the message of your email. Here the body of your email, and this sentence is called closing, and also this is called closing. This is the name, and after the name we have signature. Okay, well, and this is email feature. Here the place where ICP store your email is. What? Mail server. The type of program used to read and send email from a computer, that is called what? Email client, mail program. The rest you should do it by yourself. Over there I put the answer key. Thanks from your attention. Have a good day, and I hope that you learn this unit as well, and we will see you in unit 17 once again. Thanks from your patient.